Greetings. This is Amara Perkins, and I'm here to introduce David Spellman, the author of Just Like Music, Social Emotional Learning Inspired by Hip Hop. I first just want to say how excited I am that we're partnering together. I think that this partnership is going to be transcending. It's going to support so many teachers and students. I'm looking forward to this journey. First, how are you doing today?
Every day is good for me. I come from an abundant source of positive energy and not people like to say now toxic positivity. No, not at all. Stuff happens in my life, but I choose to focus on the good and just how I can get out of tough situations. But more so than not, life is beautiful.
Love it. Love it. Okay, so I have four questions for you.
Okay.
First one, what inspired you to write Just Like Music and incorporate hip hop into social emotional learning?
Honestly, what inspired it was strictly hip hop. Before, I learned all the things about social and emotional learning, and I feel like it's a buzzword these days, but social emotional learning is everyday life. Learning how to interact with other people, dealing with the emotions that you experience, like self-talk, whether it be positive or negative, all of these are aspects of social and emotional learning. But how I tied into hip hop, many people do not know. There were four original elements of hip hop. You had the MC, which is pretty much the rapper, what most people know. You have the DJ, you have graffiti, and then you have breakdancing. There's a fifth element that not a lot of people talk about, but it's knowledge of self. If you look at any definition of social and emotional learning, you will see the crosswalk in the educational space, the mashup in the Caribbean culture, but there's synergy with that definition of social emotional learning is essentially knowledge of self. So I often say social emotional learning is hip hop based on that fact of knowledge of self. And if you listen to hip hop, yes, there's some negative connotations. Hip hop talks about everything, but to the trained ear, you can find many lyrics that talk about conflict resolution, that talk about self confidence, self efficacy, that talk about relationship skills. So essentially, hip hop is social and emotional learning. And what I've done with my book is I take those lyrics, I find the SEL competency that it matches, and I created a lesson.
I love it. I love it. And students, it's a way to engage them. It's a way to empower them as they're listening to music, right? And the lyrics in the music, you can pull out all types of literacy skills. And not only that, but you can flip it around so the students are actually creating some of their own lyrics around those topics. Love it.
Absolutely.
Love
Absolutely.
it. All right, my second question. Can you share any personal experience or stories that influence the content of your book?
Yeah, so all the songs in the book were either songs that helped me get through a difficult situation and or added value to my life. So my favorite chapter in the book is Harlem. So I have to give the backstory. Two rappers, Styles P, which most people know, and then Dave East. So Dave East is actually from Harlem. Styles P is from Yonkers, but both of their first names are David, my namesakes. So David East or David Brewster Jr. is Dave East, and then David Styles is Styles P. They created a mixtape called Beloved. So the title track, the opening line is the meaning of the name David means beloved or friend. That's the whole premise of the mixtape. I was 31 years old when I heard the song. I knew I was David Spellman Jr., but when I heard that song, I never knew my name meant beloved or friend. I did not have that self awareness. So because of that song, I gained so much self awareness about my name. But then I looked at my life about how I connect with people, how I've uplifted and inspired. And it really just gave more credence to my personality. And, I'm not big on astrology and all that. But in this instance, the meaning of my name really goes with my character, really goes with my personality. So that was just a spectacular experience for me that I learned from hip hop. Let me repeat that. Hip hop taught me something about self awareness because of that song, Beloved.